And that is Kasungu Must Go. With me here, I have the team from this amazing film. They're here to share with us their journey in creating this film, what inspired them, what brought them here. Good morning. Mnafilaje?
Nafeel fiti. Yeah.
Karibuni sana.
Shukran.
Kindly introduce yourself.
Ladies
Okay. I'm Ramona Njeri, and I was the main actress in Kasungu Must Go. Yes.
Which role are you playing?
I was playing as Mary Kasungu, the principal of Kasungu High. Yes.
I am Nelvis Nalisi, lead actor, Kasungu Must Go. I took the role of Boaz Yusa. Yeah.
Who is the principal and what is the principal doing in Kasungu Must Go? What role are you playing particularly?
Kasungu Must Go, okay, I'll say for some she's a villain. For most actually she's a villain, but for some she's not a villain. For me personally, I'll say she's a misunderstood principal. She's just strict and wants to enforce rules that need to be followed in order for the school to run. But the students don't seem to understand that there's a certain way of actually ruling that school. So that's why they end up protesting, because they feel like she's too strict, like she's enforcing some financial burden on them. Yes.
And Boaz, what role is Boaz in the film?
Well, Boaz is more of an activist. I'd say I am, if you'd call yourself the villain, then I'm the protagonist. Like, I am here against her, because generally I feel she's the new principal, and whatever she's doing isn't really necessary, because before her we survived, before her we've existed, and we can still exist without her. She doesn't really have to change anything for the school to continue running. We've been okay from the beginning, and I don't see no reason for change. Yeah.
What inspired this film?
What literally inspired this film is it's based on a true story. That there was a school back in 2001. 69 students were killed in a fire incident. So we decided to remake that story and twist it a little bit to actually honor those students that died in those fires and that were never recognized at that time. Yes.
Wow. Was. In this film, what is that one thing you did and you said, I did it? I did it.
Well, the one thing I did, I became Boaz. Yeah. I actually feel I lived my role. I did it to my full capability. I really enjoyed doing it, and I loved the role. He's more of an outgoing guy, really ready to help, and not more of me. It's more of what all of us get, what is in for all of us, not just me. I have the ability to survive, but is what Kasungu is the thing that Kasungu doing really necessary? Is it really helping us? Yeah. So I'm just that fighter. Like, yeah.
Kasungu, what did you enjoy most about the film?
Many things. First of all, just seeing the torment, like just tormenting them in a nice way. For me, it felt really good. I mean, just seeing the look on their fearful eyes and just, giving that character life. It made me, first of all, it brought out some things in me.
That
like,
you didn't know existed.
existed, yeah. So I like it the way I was bossy, ordering people what to do, this and this, especially him, because he was being a nuisance. So I had to instill those harsh rules, especially on him, so that nobody can cross him, and I had to make him as an example.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, I'm sure there are more characters other than Kasungu and Boaz.
Yeah.
How about you tell us about some of the other characters that featured in the film?
Okay, I'd talk about Tobit, Tom Tobit. He's the class prefect, kinda, and so as part of being my friend, I'd say he's involved in some relationship. Like, through him we bring out the relation, because basically our school is mixed. Kasungu High School is a mixed school. So through him we bring out the relationships students have in school, of which happen. We can deny that. We have Tailambaya, popularly known as Baha from Machachari. He features as the head boy. He is the principal's pet in some way. Yeah. And who else?
Well,
As we mentioned Josephine, we also have the Form 1 guy, the one that was bullied by him, and also Samuel, he's also a friend. His friend is also another brilliant character. Yeah. So he actually also features as a bully to that Form 1 student. So I still don't understand why he bullies people and fights for their rights at the same time.
It's balance.
Yeah.
brings the balance.
Yeah. I sometimes don't understand that. And there are also other teachers in the assembly, like the history teacher, the chemistry teacher, which Dixon Ocheng played, as well as who else? Yeah, we've mentioned literally
Almost all
yeah.
characters. Yes. And how about you take us through how was the filming journey? Like how was the filming process was?
Well, I can say it was the easiest, considering this was, let's say, personally my first big project been involved in, my first feature film. It's been a journey, not a hard one, but a challenging one. Many challenges, but as a production team, I feel we managed to go through them, and everything was okay at the end of it. To now, where we are expecting to have our premiere at the end of the week. Yeah.
Nice. What are some of the challenges he's talking about? Some of the challenges you faced?
Well, okay, for me on a personal level, before getting and internalizing my character very well, it was a bit tricky because it required of her to be a lot. Like you have to be this really pushy person, which generally isn't me, but I had to. But at some point, the character literally sank into me. Also, in terms of locations and everything, and in terms of casting, and casting was good, but sometimes the chemistry was a little bit difficult, especially if you didn't know, if you don't know people very well. So that's basically the main challenge for me.
Nice. You said the film is being launched on?
Yeah, we're doing our premiere on Friday. Motion Cinemas, Donholm, Greenspan Mall at 5 p.m. Yeah.
Charges, time. You've given us a time. Charges
for students, it's 500 shillings. For singles, it's 1,000 shillings. For groups of 5, it's 4,000 shillings, and for couples, it's 1,600 shillings. Yeah.
So, what is the future of you guys in the film industry? What should we be expecting from you guys in future?
More screen time, because the acting thing is really getting into me, and I like it. So, I'd focus more on screen time. Yeah, just build my portfolio as an actor, see where it takes me. Yeah.
For me, I'll basically just say the same. I want to grow as an actress and probably inspire other people to become an actress like me. So yeah.
And where can we find you guys on social media?
IG at Nalisi. On Facebook at Nalisi Nelvis. Yeah.
For me, Facebook, you'll find me as Ramona Monene, and on Instagram as Njeri Ramona.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, as we get into viewing the trailer, I'll read some feedback. We have Troy Allen, just came in late, but following the trailer live on TV. Thank you so much for joining us. Troy Allen is also joining into the conversation about, right before we watch the trailer, you are creatives. Yes. How did COVID affect you guys? How did COVID affect you guys in this creative space?
Personally, considering you can't have everything to yourself, talking of equipment and the cast, okay, most of us are university students. We don't come from the same area.
Yes.
So being apart, there's this thing that it's a production. You don't do a production from your place or online. Yes. You really have to be together to come up with something. So it really had a limit on us in terms of time, resources, funds, because also getting funds during such a time, considering some of us are funded by our parents, it's kind of hard. So it really took us a few steps back, but we're working towards bettering that for ourselves. Yeah.
Ramona?
Yeah, it was a challenge, especially in terms of finances and also in terms of distance. You know, sometimes those COVID rules you're told, you know, social distancing, you're not supposed to be, I don't know, more than how many people in a certain room, which was kind of a bit weird, but it's cool. Yeah. Basically it for me.
Nice.
Yes.
I have feedback from still Troy Allen. Troy Allen is telling us during the COVID period he had to stop doing his delivery job, which is a bit serious. We hope you are able to recover and bounce back. Now let's get into the trailer of this movie, this film.
Opportunity to welcome our beloved guest. She will introduce herself because I don't have enough words. Karibu sana mwalimu.
My name is Kasungu.